As you know what, let me wait for y'all to get inside the building. Let me wait for people to pull up in the building. TikTok, we're notifying viewers you're live. All right. I'm gonna make this one. Unfortunately, based off of what's going on in the news and how I feel about what's going on in particular, I got something very, very important I want to say about the video that I just watched, which was pretty much a man's neck turning into a fountain. The video I just watched was a video of a man's neck turning into a fountain. And what upsets me the most about what's going on, and I said this in the video that I just posted, I may not like what you gotta say, but I'ma always defend your right to say it. I look up to people who are so well versed and so confident and so anchored in what they believe in, to the point where they'll debate anybody in public. Do you know how hard that is to do? Do you know what that means? Do you know what kind of mind you have to have in order for you to do that? Let's take away whatever he stood for. That's not, because if anything, I respect him more. I respect somebody more who is willing to stand on something and explain to you exactly why he stood on it, rather than somebody who's just following the crowd, following the leader, just regurgitating points that they've heard before. So to get to the point where, and you know what? As a matter of fact, I said this in the video as well. This man is technically pushing peace, if you think about it. Because the thing that makes us enemies are the things that we don't know. We don't know what the other side looks like. We don't know how the other side feels. Charlie Kirk was telling you how we feel and what we look like and what we stand for. Instead of coming like a lot of there's always protests whenever he shows up to a campus. They're always saying, oh, we don't want that. This divisive rhetoric. No, this is a campus, a meeting of the minds. This is where people learn. If anything, these are the things that are more important. A lot of people are teaching BS in school right now. People want to know, but you need to know what the political landscape is. You need to know what the other side is talking about. And the fact that he was able to do it so well and make it public and have people see what's going on, the fact that he was able to do that, that's pushing peace. Because now maybe they might not think you're as crazy as they thought you were. Maybe they might not think you're an evil person, you're a demon, you're somebody to be destroyed. That's pushing peace in my book. Because you got to think about it. He's inviting you to come and talk. And when we're talking politics, when we're talking stuff like this, people are so angry. People are so animalistic. It's so animosity. Like, you're on that side, I'm on this side. And I think the perfect place to have it is in a school, which is what he did. And you know what? There's an audience for it too. There's an audience for it too. Because the views are running up. And let me tell you, even I watch those videos like, okay, I see what's going on. I like the debates. I want to see who can hold their own. That's how we learn. A sparring, a meeting of the minds. I can't learn from anybody I can't debate with. That's a fact. Remember that. You can't learn from anybody you can't debate with. Look how divisive the U.S. is right now. That's not peace. Everyone talks about no one listens to the other side. Exactly. But Charlie Kirk is what's considered to be a pioneer in doing that. And you got to be a certain type of individual to be able to command that type of, first of all, you got to be very, very well versed in what you're talking about. You got to be very well versed in what you're talking about. You got to be like, be able to speak well as also. It's one thing to know something, but it's another thing to teach something. It's one thing to know something, but it's another thing to teach something. You understand? So you got to have both of those abilities. You got to be charismatic. Yo, bro, that man worked hard. That man worked hard, whether you agree with what he had going on or not. And that's the problem in this country. Excuse me. That's the problem in this country. That's the problem in this country. Nobody wants to hear what the other side. He's not a politician. That's another thing too. You know what? That's the thing that really, really irks me. It's like he's just like all of us, bro. Like all of us have ideas. If everybody's able to pew somebody based off an idea, we all gone. We all gone. There's no need for no political violence. He ain't a politician. He ain't controlling anything, regardless of what he stood for. And once again, it looks like another crazy. I saw the video. I suggest nobody go and look at the videos that I saw, especially the one up close and personal. But they have a video of the man who committed the crime being dragged away, literally hauled away, while a mob of people. Why didn't they? Yo, I'm sorry. I know this is TikTok, so I'm gonna keep it cool. Like there wasn't even that many cops over there to protect that guy. You understand? The cops were over there lying, saying we don't know if he's the guy. He may be the one that did it. We don't know. That's to keep y'all off. That was to keep the people off of their backs. That was to keep the people off of their backs. Gun casualties are never necessary for our Second Amendment rights. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, that video traumatized me. Let me tell you something. I have no choice. I am going to think about that video before I go to sleep. Hopefully I do not have any nightmares, because that was extremely traumatizing. The person who committed the crime was literally telling the police, do it, like, pew me right now. Do it to me. I don't want to be here anymore. As if he didn't have a pew machine himself. That's the problem with this country, man. And we're never going to get over it. You know why? Let me tell you. Because stuff like this is the stuff, especially being on a college campus, nobody's going to do this stuff anymore. And to be honest with you, our politicians, they don't even have real debates. That's the other thing. These guys damn near fills a void that the politicians just left open. They don't have real debates. They're not answering the real questions. They over here skirting around the questions. They're not answering nothing. But somebody who believes what they believe can converse it to the people in the way that they need to hear it. R.I.P. Bozo. Nobody gets nowhere with that type of attitude, man. Nobody gets anywhere with that type of attitude, man. I'm not a fan either, but I'm a fan of the mission. I'm a fan of information. You weaken your mind when you just stay inside your echo chamber. You weaken yourself. You're not well versed. You won't make it far. This is a big world with many people that feel many different ways about things. You need to travel. You need to come outside. There are other people out there. Even me, especially me. I be on social media. I'm like, are you guys crazy? But that's their opinion and they have the right to say it. Nobody's touching me. Nobody's harming me. Nobody's making any policies that are crazy. Like, these people are just like me and you. Crazy person. Did it again. And like I was saying, now this type of medium is over with. Because anybody who's doing this is mostly the conservatives that do this. They go into a college campus. I think he was the main one doing it too. They go to a campus. They invite anybody and everybody to walk up and spar. Spar with your mind. Spar with your mind, with your thoughts. What do you know? That's done for. It's not happening anymore. It's a wrap. You want to know why? Because two things. But safety second. You know, I'd be like, safety first? No. Safety second. The first reason why is this just builds up more hate for the other side. It's just this time it's the conservative side versus this side, and there's already enough hate in between the liberals and conservatives, Democrats, Republicans, moderates, and progressives. There's already enough of that. This right here just doubled down on it. This right here just doubled down on it. Safety second. It's up. That's what the kids say, right? Am I still? It's up. And then also, you look a certain way. You're going to be like there was a video, speaking of crazy people attacking random other people. There's been political violence for centuries. You should do your research. No, I understand there's been political violence for centuries. This is obvious. This is obvious. We're talking about this right now because this is what's going on. This is something that we all just saw. This is something we've all just, and to be honest with you, like outside of this country is really where the political violence happens. If we really want to be technical with it, you understand? Outside of this country is like I watched the Haitian president have a Colombian militia group run up inside the palace and take him out. That's political violence. That's real political. Saddam Hussein getting ran out. That's real political. People getting slaughtered all over the world for what they believe in. Groups of like women in Africa just for going to school and learning something, getting slaughtered for getting out of jail. That's political violence. You understand? I know what political violence looks like. This is also that. And that's why we're talking about it, because it's very important, because a lot of us, especially having the privilege of being in this country, you know what I mean? I think a lot of it has to do with being pacified, but a lot of us aren't really exposed to real political violence. Thank God. You know? So this is probably the closest that a lot of y'all are getting to that any damn way. They try to take freedom of speech away. Hey, listen, let me tell you, this is a great way to do it. Because even if I had, think about somebody who, because there's not a lot of people who can do this. You got to be smart. Look, people think they can debate people. People think they can have a meeting of the minds and talk to anybody. No. You can get swept up. So people who are willing to do this are already few and far between. Now they got to worry about their safety, and also like you took out somebody. You know, if it's on the conservative side, it's like, yo, man, like y'all took out this guy. You know, it's up now. You know. I'm telling you right now, like that person said in the comments, that thing is traumatizing. That thing was traumatizing. I'm going to think about that. Let me tell you, I saw the video from the far, and when he gets hit, you can see like his chest, his shirt bounce up, but you don't really see the goriness of it all. You see him reach for his neck, bounce up, but you don't really see the goriness of it all. You see him reach for his neck, and then you kind of see him freeze in time. Like it's almost like he stopped mid-reach and then just got paralyzed, just got stiffed and knocked over. The other video that I saw, up close, somebody in the front row recording this man. And you know what's crazy? They was talking about mass ooters. They was talking about this, the literal subject. I remember the literal subject that they was talking about, the irony. You know why? Because it's so common, man. Welcome to America, bruh. This is crazy. And you know what's crazy? It's not the whole world. I just left Japan, one of the safest countries in the world. It's not everybody. It's here because because people aren't doing what he's doing. Coming up to you and say, hey, here's what I think. What do you think? Let's talk about it. That's why we like this. Because everybody's looking at everybody as an enemy and not a neighbor. I got to keep it cool. I don't like getting, because this is me. This is really what I believe. Bro, even before this, when I first started social media, it's always been about, I want to say what I want to say. If you don't want to hear it, fine, go the other way. I was talking about it more from a comedic standpoint, you know, saying racy jokes and stuff like that. But this goes right along with it. Right there, right up there. Actually, more important than that, you know, let me decide what I want. Damn, bro. Anyways, so I'm looking at the video from the person in the front row, right? And when I tell you his neck turned into a fountain, that is the best way I can describe the situation without the video having any issues. Literally. And they have the situation without the video having any issues. Literally. And then you can see, and then you know what's so messed up, bro? Like, you could see he was surprised. Like, his last motion was, and then it was like, over. Like, literally. He did it right there in that moment. Bang. Right there in that moment. And the guy takes the aim, takes the shot, and then you don't hear anything. It's almost like, okay, like, you don't hear any more after that. Then the stampede happens. Literally, I put this on, it's on Twitter right now. There's a father holding a baby. The baby's getting jerked around. He's moving through a whole crowd of people, leaping over people. Hopefully, you know, I'm sure people there's more than one injury. I guarantee you that. That's a fact. There is definitely 100% more than one injury. People was getting trampled, knocked over. I seen it. And, you know, sometimes it's like, damn, man, I really wish there wasn't even that many cops there to escort that guy out. Y'all should have handled business. I'm sorry. Because that right there, that's just justice. You know what I mean? That right there is justice. Y'all should have handled business. You understand? Y'all, like, it does need a change. And to be honest with you, Luna, let me tell you something, Luna. It does need a change. And what that man was doing was for the change. People think, oh, they're trying to indoctrinate our kids. No, your kids are smart. They're in school. That's why they're in college. Your kids are smart. They have discernment. They gonna figure it out. I just was on live earlier talking about saying the same thing. Like, hey, listen, man, sometimes I pick up what I want from this religion and I leave what I want from the other religion. Like, you got to take it all and leave what doesn't work for you. These kids are smart. They're not being indoctrinated. These guys are influencers because your kids are already resonating with what they believe in already. If it's not, if it's not Charlie Kirk, it's gonna be somebody else who really vibes on their frequency. You know what I mean? So it does need a change, but unfortunately, sorry about that, y'all. I got my group chat going crazy about what's going on right now, so that's why you hear the notifications. But, you know, unfortunately, what happened to him is going to keep us in the same rut that we've been in. I promise you, watch, it's going to happen just like clockwork, just like it always does. They're going to talk about how the left encouraged this. And then somebody on the right is going to say, oh, you guys did it. You guys are responsible. You're rhetoric. Oh, and then God forbid this guy has long mental issues. If he has a criminal record. Oh, like that video of recently. That's probably why they was literally talking about this exact subject the moment he got hit. Because it's such commonplace. We just watched a deranged lunatic take multiple jabs inside of a poor woman's neck, opened up her neck as well. Necks are just getting opened left and right. This is America. This is where we at with it, man. This is it. So they're talking about the subject. The exact subject, the last thing he spoke about was the thing that ultimately took him out. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? It's about time he's gone. No. Stop it, man. That's a very poor mind state to have. That man ain't a politician. That man ain't doing nothing to you. That man, stop it, man. That's a very poor mind state to have. That man ain't a politician. That man ain't doing nothing to you. That man ain't putting his knee on your neck. He ain't doing nothing but sharing his ideas. Mind you, yo, I'm not even, listen, y'all see my channel. Y'all see my channel. You know what I mean? But I respect freedom of speech. I may not respect what you saying, but I'm going to always respect the fact that you can say it. Sorry, y'all. Hold on a second. I'm going to always respect the fact that you can say it, even if I don't respect exactly what you're saying. I think I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. We need to organize protests. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know how well that's going to work. I don't know how well that's going to work. You know what I mean? Because there's always protests at these events anyway. There's always protests. People who don't want these people to come to their campuses. People who don't want the information of the other side spread. You know what I mean? Their feelings get hurt. So they protest whenever the campus allows them to do it. I don't think protest is going to do anything. I think protesting, let me tell you something about protesting, man. Like sometimes protest kind of irks me a lot of the time, man. Like I'm looking for change, you know what I mean? Meeting of the minds. I want to know what you got to say. I want to know who you are. That's the real change, man. That's how we really get over this. I don't think protesting is going to, what exactly are we going to protest? Respectfully. We need to stop justifying evil, benevolent behavior over mental illness. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. I'm tired of this mental illness thing, man. I'm tired of this, man. We got to be safe at the end of the day, man. And I know there's going to be a story. There's going to be something out about this guy. I can see it. I can see it all over him. I can see it all. He suffered from this, and then he bought the pew pew machine with his ID. I know this is what's gonna happen. And then the liberals are gonna blame the conservatives. They're gonna be like, oh, it's pew pew problems. They're gonna say, no, it's mental health problems. Like, no. It's an American problem, man. It's an American problem. Shout out to everybody in the building. Please follow me. You know what I mean? Please follow me. I appreciate everybody tapped in the building. Please follow. I'm trying to get to all your comments. Golly, it's a lot of them. Where was the National Guard at? Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You know, it's already, this is already about to be political. But before we make this political, Yanni, you know what I mean? Because I know it's coming. There's no real way to avoid it. Let's just think about that man's wife and kids, man. You know what I mean? He had a wife and kids, man. I already see where this is going. Charlie Kirk said death was the price for the Second Amendment. So honestly, I don't care. Death was the price, was the price for the Second Amendment. I'm not sure what that necessarily means. I could, if the first, like, I'm not sure what that means, man. R.I.P. Charlie, man. R.I.P. anybody who's willing to get into the pit and talk to you about what he believes. R.I.P. anybody who's willing to stand on and die on what they believe in. R.I.P. to y'all. RIPs are the ones that are like, yo, listen, I'm so convicted in what I believe in, I'm going to share it to the masses, and I want to see what the world got to say. Better yet, I'm going to argue with everybody I see. RIP to those people, man. Straight up and down. And long live those people as well. No one see to die. Libs are the shooters. See, well, you know, here we go. You know, libs are the ones that are doing it now. Now we see it's not even a full 3 hours since it's happening, man. We getting into the politics, but I guess there's no real way to avoid it. You know what I mean? I just want to bring some humanity to the situation. Before you guys start thinking about Democrats, Republicans, think about a man first who was so convicted in what he believed in that he wanted students to challenge his perspective and maybe leave with a new one. Before we get too political with it, before we start saying, oh, he did this, he did that, learn from that real quick. Compartmentalize with me real quick, just for a second or two, because you know you're going to be bathed in nothing but politicized ideology about the situation. Everybody's about to frame it through their Democratic lens or their conservative Republican lens or their MAGA lens. Before they do that, please, damn, I got goosebumps. That's crazy. Before they do that, please think about the man who was so convicted in what he believed in, he was willing to debate anybody about what he believed in. Think about that, and I hope that you get the same conviction, whether you're on the liberal side or whether you're on the Republican side. I hope one day you get that same conviction. I hope one day you're able to go and debate a university full of students, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. I hope one day you can do that. This is what I look up to. That's what I look up to. I swear to God, that I look up to people. I don't follow him. I don't follow him, but I look up to actions like that. You can learn from people. You can learn from businessmen. You can learn from scientists, from teachers. You can learn from anything and everything moving. You don't got to agree. You don't got to be in the field. You don't got to. Nah, bro. Just look at the work ethic. Look at the brains behind the operation. Look at that and learn from that. See, like even now we already, look, I'm looking at the comments. Oh, okay, now amen. Okay, I got an amen, brother. All right, cool. Was the gun problem or a mental health problem? Honestly, we about to, let me tell you, the Democrats are going to say, Actually, no. I don't know if it was a pew pew problem or a mental health problem, but they're gonna definitely figure it out. You know what? No. It's gonna be a problem that fits whatever agenda the person who's saying it is. Whatever agenda, whoever. What is this? Whoever's framing the story, they're gonna dictate to you what the problem is, because the problem is so vast. There's so many problems in the country right now. You can attribute anything to everything at this point. We're so in the rut. There's mud everywhere. There's mud everywhere. There's mud everywhere. I'm dirty everywhere. You understand? So whether it was a pew pew problem or a mental health problem, it was probably both, and throw a few more dozen problems in there also. Be sure that it's definitely gonna come out and we're gonna hear about it. But before we do, because I already know, bro, no one deserves to die. Exactly. No one deserves to die, though. Like this one of God's children. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Like, we all human. Come on, man. Tighten up, man. Y'all wildin', bro. Y'all wildin'. Everybody believes something that somebody else disagrees with. Stop it. Can we be empathetical for 2 seconds, bro? 2 seconds. We just watched that man's neck open up, bro. Like, come on, bro. Everybody believes something that somebody else disagrees with. Stop it, man. We all human. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Damn, I got goosebumps all over, man. Y'all, man, follow the live, man. Follow, please, man. Because I'm in my bag right now, dog. Because this shit needs to be out. People need to hear this. People need to hear this. Mind you, I don't follow the rhetoric, the ideology. I take what I want and leave what I don't. And to be most of that side, bro, I be leaving it. But at the same time, to say it. Let's get to that point, man. He is human, exactly. That's all I'm trying. He is human just like me and you. And got taken off this planet while making a living and educating the world on what he believed in, bro. Come on, how can anybody be mad at that? How can anybody be mad at that, bro? Come on, man. He held no power over you. And all of your kids that love him, that resonate with his ideology, bro, he was just a voice for your kids. It's not like your kids was already resonating with that. If it wasn't him, it would have been somebody else. Stop it, bro. These people aren't the dangers to society. If anything, these are the people that are exposing what's going on. On my life, you know what I do? This is on Jesus. Everything I love. Whenever I hear a story that seems too skewed, I go to Fox News. I go to there. I'm like, nah, bro, something's off. Let me hear what these guys got to say. And I learned so much. I swear, I learned so much. I'm not looking at these people as everything that comes out their mouth. No, bro, you can learn. Because there's also another. I'm not looking at these people as everything that comes out their mouth. No, bro, you can learn. Because there's also another side. Because it goes both ways. The Democrats, the people will skew certain stories so you don't get the information. You gotta go to the other side sometimes so you can get the information that you really need to move in life. And that's a fact. I just did it with the story, with the guy on the train, the Russian, the Ukrainian woman. I literally had to go. I had to search for the conservatives to see what they're going to say, because they're telling you up front, hey, bro, this dude had like 14 charges. He was out, blah, 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 and it makes you think. And when there's something else that's going on with Trump and everybody's like, I got to go to CNN. I got to go to MSNBC. Like, oh, nah, we just fact check Trump. He's lying about X, Y, Z. You got to do that in order for you to learn, bro. Because everybody's trying to phrase the picture with their own lens. You need that John transparent, filter free. Give me the facts, or give me what you think of facts. And I'm going to see how it applies in my life. They've been telling you the economy is great. Meanwhile, you barely struggling to survive. You going to believe what you see and what applies to you, or you going to believe what somebody's telling you? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Stop it, man. Party, I'm out. Y'all are wildin'. Ben Shapiro sweating bricks. Yeah, Ben Shapiro. Who's that guy? Myron Gaines. Like, all of these people that go out and have these debates. These debates that we all love too, by the way, because them views be running up. They doing it for a reason. These people probably going to stop. Or they're going to make sure people are patted down and checked. Because this happened at a university. Some of these guys be on a street corner with it. Just set up a table on a random street and let anybody hold your microphone. That's how much faith they had in their people too. That goes to show you how much trust they had in their people as well. Like, yo, I'm willing to talk to you. I know I have faith that you do anything to me. That's another thing that you got to look at as well. Yeah, he has security, but you can still walk up and talk to him. A lot of these dudes, yeah, they got security in the background, but they got faith in you. And the fact that they feel like you're not corrupted like the rest of them. You're smart enough to use your discernment to understand the rest of them. You're smart enough to use your discernment to understand. It's a fact. That's the faith they got in you. Come on, man. Let me join. I'm in my bag right now. Give me a little bit. May God have mercy on y'all souls. Where were you this mad when the Democratic senator and her husband were killed a couple months ago in Minneapolis? I don't remember that story, but I'm sure I would have been. But I've also made it clear that the man that passed away didn't control anything. He wasn't doing anything to affect you, like literally in real life. You understand? And that matters as well. That matters. And when I say he's like me and you, he's like, yo, we don't hold power in this bad boy. I don't know who the Democratic senator is, and I'm not against any Democrats either. So I don't know if you're new here, Angela Miller, but I'm definitely not against Democrats. Like, this isn't I'm not against Democrats at all. You understand? I'm an independent thinker, and I hope the rest of you become that as well. Because when you are an independent thinker, you can see and listen to a person like Charlie, and then turn around and see and listen to a person like Bernie, and get the best of both worlds. Do you know how much you're robbing yourself by not looking at the other side? Do you know how much you're robbing yourself of knowledge and opportunities and knowledge is power. If you only getting your knowledge from one sect of people, then you're weak compared to somebody like me who's looking at all aspects. Come on, man. I respect you, Angela. Much love. Much love. Please follow me. I appreciate everybody in the building. I know people are very, very, have their heart throbs. No, I think that's the wrong word. People have their hearts broken over what they saw. I know mine's is. You know what I mean? I see the humanity before I see the political ideology, especially if you're not a politician, to Angela Miller's point. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not a politician, man. If you're just a brilliant mind. Yo, listen, you don't got to think somebody's brilliant. I remember when people was walking around talking about Kanye's the best thing ever. I'm sitting here like, where? You don't gotta be vibing with it in order for it to be true. That's a fact. You don't gotta be vibing with it in order for what's going on to be true. Rob yourself 99%. Exactly. I say you robbing yourself of 50% of the knowledge. You know what I mean? You're robbing yourself. Who said that? DJ. You're robbing yourself, DJ, when you don't care to look at what the other perspective is. Because now you hear a story and it's skewed. It's skewed through a political lens. And you think that's what you believe. No, you think that's what you believe because that's what's happening in the world. Meanwhile, that's not what's happening in the world. Something else is happening in the world. You understand? But because the person telling you this in a certain way, you think the world's on fire. Meanwhile, somebody else can tell you the same exact story and make you feel a little bit better about the situation. You rob yourself of those opportunities. The name of the game is fear. That's how the ratings go up. You understand? Because if I'm watching Fox News, that means I'm not watching CNN. You understand? You get that? If I'm watching MSNBC, that means I'm not watching Fox News. You get that? They got to keep you in fear to keep you locked in. God, yo, bro, I'm not that smart. There's no way y'all don't see that. There's no way y'all don't see that, bro. I swear there's no way y'all don't see that. That video was horrible. Yo, bro, let me tell you something. That video, I'm gonna be thinking about that video. That one and the stabbing video. I was like, yo, bro, I gotta cleanse, bro. I gotta cleanse. I gotta go sit in some trees or something, bro. Cause right now, your boy, I have too much negative imagery. Let me tell you something. You take that stuff in. You know what? You know how they say you are what you eat. You are what you see as well. That's real. You are what you eat, and you are what you see. Be careful. Too much of this stuff will get you desensitized, will get you depressed, will get you having nightmares. You gotta pull back sometimes. Just the way y'all be pulling back on the calories, you gotta pull back on the negativity. That's a fact, yo. That's a fact. That's the truth. Thank you. Hey, man. Yo, please follow me. I appreciate y'all in the building. Wow, so many people here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The video shocked me so hard. Yo, bro, on my life right now, I got goosebumps right now. I got goosebumps right now. That was traumatizing. That was trauma, especially I saw the last video. I was like, okay, that's done. And then I was like, you know what? Let me make my video. You know what I mean? On some like, yo, this is and you know, just to be clear, cause and I know y'all don't think this, but I gotta say it for my benefit. For my benefit. This is so y'all can see the humanity and what's going on. There is no political spin. I don't give a I'm not trying to get views. I'm not trying to do none of that. I see somebody getting transitioned in such a brutal way in a political setting. And I had to tell you guys, look at him as a man first before the politics come in. Because they about to make a lot of money off of you. They about to get a lot of money off of your viewership, your anger, your fear. They about to cake up right now. Before they do that, let them use you. Don't let them take advantage of you. That was a man at the end of the day. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, you're still a human being. And that's a fact. You understand? Yes, you see evil, you start to feel sad and out of it. Exactly. And this whole country right now been traumatized by 2 viral videos. 2 viral videos back to back. This entire country right now, psyche. Yo, listen, I ain't trying to get too crazy, but we connected, bro. We connected, man. And right now we feeling there's no way we're not shaken up by the 2 videos we saw. Utah and North Carolina. Utah and North Carolina right now got the entire country shaken up. You understand? And if you don't feel it, your neighbor feels it. And based off of how he interacts with you, you may feel it as a side effect. Everybody sad, everybody down. You may not even know what's going on, but you got to interact with people who do. You understand? So that's a fact, man. That's a fact, bro. What happened in North Carolina? Oh, God, you didn't hear it, Sasha? Oh, man, this woman was on a train, Ukrainian woman, skinny, looked like she weighed 90 pounds, soaking wet, got on a train, and literally on HD camera, some dude came up behind her and chefed her up in her neck. If you don't know what how do I say this? He plunged a sharp object in her neck multiple times, and she just gushed out all over the floor. And nobody helped. That was another thing, too. But then again, I think a lot of people were scared. But I know for a fact, because I carry, you know what I mean? I keep it, you know what I mean? I stay with it. So I know for a fact, if I would have seen that, I would have engaged. Even if I didn't have it on me, I still would have engaged just off of the strength of the person that I am. Because I'm the type of person who would feel horrible if that person did it to somebody else after I seen them do it to the first person. I'd feel responsible for the second person. You know what I mean? I know that's dumb. My wife gets on me all the time about that. Like, I shouldn't think like that, whatever. But that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. If I have the ability to stop somebody from dying and I don't take it, bruh, I don't even know how I'd live with myself. You understand? It was a 200-year shot. It was a hit. Yeah. No, 200 yards? I think you meant to say yards. 200-yard shot? I don't know. I thought the person was up close and personal. because they got him exactly where it counted. You know what I mean? Respectfully. You know, as a veteran, I'm sick to my stomach and disgusted. I fear for our nation. This isn't it. Absolutely, Snow Reaper. You know what I mean? And look, you know it's messed up. Yo, man, they made your service. Shout out to the veterans too in the building. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Y'all did stuff that I could never. But you know it's messed up, man. Y'all fought so he can do that. Even if you're a Democrat, bro, people died so he can get on campus and say what he want to say, as long as there's people that want to believe, that want to listen to him. Yo, these people that literally died for his ability to do that. You know what I mean? And there's people that are still here, veterans like Snow Reaper. You know what I mean? Who are like, damn. Like, think about, yo, Democrats fight too. They're Democratic soldiers too. They fighting for the same thing. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Y'all got me, man. Your boy blood pressure going up. Yes, 200 yards. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. His people shot him. Oh, really? Thank God. I was about to say, so I gotta redo that video. I thought they arrested. Oh no, you mean his people? Oh, meaning like, okay, I see what you're saying. Wade 223. You're saying a conservative did it. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna find out. This just happened. We're gonna learn. He lived by the Second Amendment and died by it too. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. I guess you could say that technically, that your God is Satan. Damn. All right, y'all are getting crazy. They saying it was an inside job. Yeah, I think that's what old boy was trying to say earlier. They saying it was an inside job. I don't know. Based off of the person I seen getting carried away, that man looked like a crazy, based off of the person I seen getting carried away, that man looked like a crazy, he looked crazy. He looked crazy. He looked crazy. He looked like he was ready to, you know what I mean? So I don't know how much of an inside job, but I really wish, man, there wasn't enough cops there, bro. There wasn't enough cops there taking him out for y'all to let him walk away like that. I'm sorry, man. Nobody would have even looked at you crazy. Trump would have pardoned you. Trump would have pardoned you. Let me just say that. Trump would have pardoned you. You guys are disgusting if you think that this was justifiable because he supported the Second Amendment. Hunter Lake. Hunter, let me tell you something, Hunter. You know, I understand what you're saying, man, and these people got me feeling some type of way too, but this is what we gotta change. We gotta show them that, yo, listen, man, we all neighbors. You know what I mean? We're neighbors type of way too, but this is what we gotta change. We gotta show them that, yo, listen, man, we all neighbors. You know what I mean? We're neighbors, bro. We gotta fight against the system, not against each other. You understand? Yo, listen, man, I'm big on 2A2. Y'all better stop. I'm protecting. Yo, listen, as long as they got it, I got it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't make the rules, but I play the game. You understand? But at the same time, I do think if that man's crazy and he was able to purchase a pew machine while having asylum and went straight to the pew store and was able to pick it up. If that's the case, then we need background checks. You know what I mean? Like, two things can be true at the same time. But people get so hard on one thing, so hard on the other thing, and nobody gets anything through. Straight up and down, man. Y'all need help. I think so too, man. Get that hate out your heart. And learn. I think it's a form of ignorance, to be honest with you. Learn. You gotta listen. I don't agree with these people be saying 7 out of the 10 times. But Lord knows I be learning things that I would never hear from the people that I rock with. You know what I mean? Come on, man. God's child, by the way. Now, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. I don't feel sorry, and I won't. PPGs? Really? Okay. Listen, man, if you don't feel sorry, that's you. I just want you to see this person as a human being, see yourself in that person, and just respect that grind, man. I respect the hustle. I respect the grind of somebody who can do that, who can stand on that, and who can move like that. You know what I mean? Especially if they're not if they're not doing anything to me. Oh, I appreciate the follow. Please follow me. I appreciate the follows. Everybody in the building, thank you guys for tapping in. I'm just trying to get y'all to look at this man as look at your neighbor as your neighbor and not your enemy. That's all I'm trying to do, man. Straight up and down. That's all I'm trying to do. If you don't feel sorry, there's something mentally wrong with you. if you can't feel for another. Yo, let me tell you something, Nathaniel. Not only is what you're saying spot on, but the fact that there's a video along with it, that's what gets me going. The fact that there's a video. It's like one thing for you to hear, oh, somebody got pew-pewed in the neck. But then if you see it with your eyes, if you don't feel anything, bro, y'all was probably burning rabbits as a kid or kicking your dog or something. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what y'all doing, but that's scary. And that's the world we live in, Nathaniel. That's the world we live in, man. It was 200 yards away. Oh, wait, the person who got locked up definitely did not look like a professional. The person that I seen getting hauled away. So Socks guy says it was a 200-yard away. That's a professional shot. And I agree with you. That is a professional shot. So do they have the person in custody? Because the person that I seen getting hauled away definitely did not look like a professional. That's crazy. Somebody else said it was 200 yards away as well. That's crazy. So that means if it's 200 yards away, somebody set up. You know what I mean? Somebody set up, just like they did with Trump. Well, my mans think that was a hoax. I know a lot of you guys think that was a hoax. I'm gonna stay away from that one. But you know, somebody that was premeditated. For what? For what? Could have used that energy somewhere else, man. You could have used that energy somewhere else. I pray peace upon his family in Jesus' name. All right, amen. He is still at large? What? Hold on. Slay by surf. He is still at large. And he used a rifle, dressed in all black, with a mask and a vest on. Wow. That's breaking news to me. And I believe you. I don't see why you'd have any reason to lie. I believe you. So the person I seen in custody, okay, so it looks like I gotta redo the video that I was about to do. I gotta redo that video that I just did, because the person I seen getting hauled away, I thought he was the one that did it. You understand? I feel this was a plot. They literally had paid actors to take the blame for their crimes. Oh man, Nathaniel, you think that's what's going on? I don't know. I don't know, Nathaniel. God, this world, exactly. It's almost like God isn't in this world. You know what I mean? Papa Pookie, God, this world. Now it's almost like God isn't here. God isn't here, man. God isn't here. I'm sorry. He's not. They not. Whatever you believe in. Pray louder, play harder, because I don't think they can see us. Definitely a setup? Wow, y'all think it was, much more planned? Y'all think it was a setup? 200 yards at that angle isn't as difficult as you think? Oh, middle finger. Middle finger mama says it's not that hard. Okay. I don't know. I've never had a sniper in my hands. I'm a pistol guy, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Bro, what? How does someone get a rifle into a college without being seen? The same way they got it into a political rally with the ex-president talking. It's the same way, you know what I mean? There's ways, but the information is going to come out. But I just hope when the information does come out that you guys have the discernment to figure out if this information is skewed in a certain way. YouTube, Charlie Kirk, he said the quiet part out loud. Oh, yes. Yeah, go check out his YouTube channel, man. Go check it out. You know. Oh, yes. Yeah, go check out his YouTube channel, man. Go check it out. You know, that's what he did, man. Go YouTube, and Anna's letting y'all know what it is, man. A lot of people supporting him. And for those of you who are on the conservative side, this also doesn't represent liberals. You know what I mean? This doesn't represent us. Yeah, well, us. Why did I say us? Ew, sorry. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I'm an independent thinker. But I definitely lean more way than the other. I'm going to keep it funky with you. I'm not going to lie. But regardless, though, like, it doesn't represent all of them. You know what I mean? There's crazy people in both camps. We against the crazies. It doesn't represent all of them. You know what I mean? There's crazy people in both camps. We against the crazies. You want this energy elsewhere, yo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be going places. The hatred doesn't seem to be as hard as it is in other places. This is why I suggest all you. Oh God. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you guys. Oh, wait, let me finish that thought. Travel, get out there, go look at the world for what it really is. I think the country has us skewed because, again, that's how you get the ratings up. Please follow. Please, all of y'all. I had a lot of people in the building. Please follow. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to everybody's comments. If you comment on the video that I just posted about the story, I'll try. Please follow. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to everybody's comments. If you comment on the video that I just posted about the story, I'll try and engage with your comment at the bare minimum. Tap it with my stories because I'll be replying to comments over there. I'll rock with y'all in the comments on the last video I posted about this case. Please follow. I appreciate you guys. I got to call somebody real quick. They're not trying to let me live. I'm out of here, man.